So you may have noticed that there was a lot of prophecies pertaining South Africa right now because of all the illegal immigration protests that were going on. Nigerian prophets, Zimbabwean prophets, Ghana prophets, you see them, all of them, they're all there. They were giving all these prophecies and so forth. They were talking doom, problems is going to happen, what, all kinds of lies and lies upon lies. We don't even have to address them individually. But I want to show you how God sometimes exposes these people. How God exposes that these people are not called and they do not in any way, shape or form represent what He stands for. And the way that it happened this time, I thought it was classic. We had to come here and talk about it. If you don't know, it's the Reality Show. We do daily Christian commentary videos. Other episodes done today, they'll be down in the pinned comments. And I'm going to check you out over there. Now, by the way, just a small little bit of an ad here. If you are looking for an English teacher, a little bit of an ad space. If you're looking for an English teacher, please do send out an email, particularly on the email that you will be seeing on your screen. They will help you either for a child or for yourself, or to help your child through struggles that they are having in school. Once you email, they will send you an email. They communicate via email at the moment. Very soon they will then move forward towards a WhatsApp number or something like that. If not, you can WhatsApp me here. I will forward over your request and then they can start the communication with you over there. Your support of them supports this channel. Now, you are wondering, Ricky, what is it that made you say this? They said because of the 30th, there was going to be judgment. South Africa is going to have judgment, blah, 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 blah. Talking emotions, there was no God there. Now, how do we know? On the same day, think about it, look at this. On the same day, there is floods in their countries. Yesterday, floods, Nigeria. God didn't tell you about that one. You people, you prophesy everything. You will prophesy the coin that flipped. No, a coin flipped. It showed heads. They prophesy soccer. They prophesy all kinds of things. You didn't see floods in Nigeria. You didn't see floods in Ghana. Same day. So something so major, there is floods in both countries almost the same day. Okay, there's floods in both countries almost at the same day. You, God is telling you about a trouble that is already obvious. Yeah, there's trouble, what. They wait for news. These people watch news and then they use those news in order to try and look like they're foretelling something. The issue of illegal immigration had been an issue that had been rising. It had been talked about for a very long time. It just started to blow up after the date issue. When the date came up, it became a bigger issue than what it was. But to you, God didn't tell you that there was floods coming in your country. Same day. This is Nigeria. Nigeria has floods right now in Lagos. Ghana has floods right now, as you can see. If you see the videos, if you see the streets, it's a mess. If you see the videos, this is from Sahara Reporters. This particular clip here is from Sahara Reporters. You can see how massive the floods are. Here they were trying to show kids going to school in boats. In this particular clip you are seeing here.
The boat at the end of the day is the one that's carrying kids to school. So I want to be sure and I want to know.
Now, we do not celebrate the difficulty of other people's lives. Not in any way. That's not the point of this video. The point of this video is to show you that these individuals who claimed to be prophesying, difficulty, trouble, all kinds of difficulties will come to us, which was all bent on this idea of the 30th of June. He didn't tell you something was coming to you, to your country on the 29th. The very same people were there hate watching. Your countrymen were hate watching Bafana Bafana. They couldn't wait for Bafana Bafana to be knocked out. They couldn't wait. They were protesting it. They were heavy. Right now they're campaigning that South African companies which give jobs to their citizens must be kicked out. Why do you love distraction so much? The companies you are firing, DSTV, MTN, they provide jobs to your people. They are not providing jobs to illegal immigrants. They are providing jobs for your people. You want to kick them out. You kick them out and then you bring them back here, and then who loses? It's you. See, when you are in emotions, you do not. That's why Romans, when you read the book of Romans, when you read the book of Romans, let me show you the clip for Ghana, because that was Nigeria. This is how Ghana right now looks in Accra. You see how aggressive the water is. Massive. You didn't see that one. You were seeing South Africa because of the 30th, but the 29 you didn't see. Oh God, you be fake. You are fake. You are fake. These are the streets of Ghana. The way it's carrying, the floods are carrying dump and what and all kinds of things. This is it now, currently. But it didn't show you that. You are fake, okay? You are fake. You see, most of these people, they speak out of emotion. They speak out of emotion. Some of the things that they say, nothing. There's nothing to it. There's nothing. They will prophesy about all kinds of things, but they will not see, because they do not see from God. They see out of their desire. You see, there's something that the Bible tells us in Romans chapter number 12 about a life of a believer, showing that some of these mountains, they are dodgy. You see, he says, I beseech you, brethren, by the mercies of God, that you present your bodies as living sacrifice, holy and acceptable unto God, which is your only reasonable sacrifice. Do not be conformed unto the world. Don't be converted into hate. Okay, let's continue. Do not be conformed unto the world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove, this is the part, that you may prove what is that good and acceptable, perfect will of God. They can't do that. They can't prove, they can't test, they don't know what is the perfect will of God, because these people are not called. They are fake. They talk out of emotions. If truly they were hearing from God, you would have known that talking about the 30th was not the most important, when the 29 would have been tragic for your people. There are people who might have lost things there. You could have won them. You didn't. But you were busy talking hate about news that were already online. Simple event has exposed that most of these people, 97% of them are fake. 97% of so-called prophets, so-called, are fake. You saw the issues which we don't see, but you couldn't see this one. Two different countries. You see, fakeness. Is it fakeness? I'll call it fakeness. Fakeness is a way of showing itself. These floods have exposed, because they claim to prophesy everything. These floods have exposed that little hint. This is not a small news report. Floods in 2 different countries at the same time, a day before the time when you guys were projecting doom for us. Doom comes to you. See, how just simple things expose that most people are not, these people are not called.